Yeah, that was a consideration, but Adré is not available. He sustained quite a serious injury last week on that pitch, which was a source of enormous frustration to us. There's no way to beat around the bush or be polite about it. He split his knee and got an infection, where the field wasn't adequately covered with grass. The doctors put it directly down to the condition of the field. He's not the only guy who sustained sort of grazes. And, Adre's also had a turf toe injury. He did a Cardiff, which you do on 4Gs. So the doctors felt that there's no, even if he didn't, he's actually in hospital at the moment. He's been in hospital for 2 days and will be for another 2 days. So it doesn't make us happy at all. We were promised a world-class pitch, which we didn't have after the final against Munster. And, if we're getting guys in hospital or players getting abrasion, like you saw after the incident with the Boyland game in the Currie Cup, what's happened the last year, the Lions game, the Bull game, the amount of abrasions, not being able to choose guys who might risk turf toe, the players preferring to play on a 4G, which we really, really hate. It's a really desperate situation. I just hope that Stormers Rugby takes this up, because there are two elements, one of which, well, there are three. There's aesthetics, which I don't interest myself in, and the team doesn't. There's the player, the performance, and if we invest like we do in our scrum culture and our scrum thing, and players are scared to lift their feet because they might lose their grip and collapse the scrum, which was certainly the case in the game against the Lion. And the most important is player safety. With injuries like turf toe and the 4G injuries, the amount of grazes and abrasions, the infections that can happen as a result. I mean, you've seen Yetland Fashier's face at the moment. And then also, the increased risk of concussion and unpadded field. So, I might be being pretty direct now, but I think, if we're nice about it, we haven't really seen much improvement since that Boerland game, and we certainly haven't got a world-class field. So that's something that, I'm sure Johan and Stormers Rugby will be addressing with the stadium management. He's ruptured his Achilles, which is a serious injury. It's for any rugby player, it's serious. Well, you're a proper wing, so it's a really disappointing injury, because you know how popular and effective Ali was. He got a nice message from Wilco Low after the game, asking for his number. Could he go and see Ali, and how good Ali he finds? That's the reason why we chose Wilco. We discussed that last Friday, didn't we? And Ruan has got a bulging disc in his neck. Came up during the game, where I thought he was exceptional, especially on defence. And those lone nails just had the same injury. They can be 3 months if you're very, very, very. They can be a bit longer. They're sort of not a really finite injury as soon as the bulge reduces. But Lonel managed to make it back, I think, in 9 weeks. So that would be the best case scenario for us, because he's Ruan's worst. But I'd suspect it's a good few months.